of Central Arkansas.
Look, all I'm saying is if one of y'all goes down, all of y'all go down. So don't you think you'd be smart if y'all had each other's backs?
Could that empire that the Lyon family worked so hard to build crumble? You just saw the season finale of the Fox show Empire, and as we know, empires come and go, but tonight I'm showing you one empire that has certainly stood the test of time. This is Pam Hooper, and years ago, she and a business partner created Consultants in Healthcare. They build from the ground up one of the things most of us take for granted, that is until it's time to go under the knife. And no doubt, what they have is a real empire.
The patient is basically prepped here. All their IVs are started.
What you're seeing here comes from the vision of Pam Hooper's company, Consultants in Healthcare. They build outpatient surgery centers. Literally.
We put the partnership together, brought the hospital and a group of physicians together.
Worked out the legalities and hired the architects.
We designed the building. We work with the Department of Health to make sure that it meets all the specifications for regulatory compliance.
The finished product, this, one of 6 operating rooms at their Spring Hill facility at Baptist Hospital in North Little Rock. Every detail, right down to the waiting room, is created by Hooper's company. By law, her company can't own, but it does manage this and 3 other surgery centers it built, including this one at Baptist Hospital in Little Rock. The hospital owns 50%, a group of surgeons own the rest, and make no mistake, they are money makers.
90% almost of all surgeries can be done on some type of outpatient basis, and at least 80 to 85% of those can be done outside the hospital environment.
Between their 4 facilities, 30,000 surgeries were done last year, generating more than $22 million in revenue. It's a big job. Which makes home and husband Sanford even more precious. Hooper, a former nurse practitioner, worked in a surgical center, eventually becoming an OR supervisor and executive director, giving her keen insight on how they're built. And Hooper says it's not just doctors, hospitals, and her company benefiting.
Because the outpatient surgery centers are paid 35 to 40% less for the same procedure that's in the hospital environment, it's less out of pocket for the patient as well as the insurance companies.
Opening the door to even more opportunities for Hooper's growing empire. Hooper tells me part of the reason her company has been so successful is they do their due diligence, and if they discover a potential project is not going to be a moneymaker, they suggest to the hospital and the doctors not to build it, and her company backs out.
Fascinating. I think what intrigued me most not only was her tenacity to create her own empire, if you will, but was the fact that she can't own it because of state law. But she can manage it.
Safe harbor laws prevent people who don't do a third of their work, meaning surgeries, in a surgical center.
Okay.
So you have to do a third of your work. But the good thing is, after she builds it, creates it, and all of that, her company gets to manage it. And the doctors in the hospitals, they decide if they want her company to do it. So she must be doing something right, because they really do like her. They come after her. They seek her out.
She's obviously doing something right, based on our house. Very
I know,
nice.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah, maybe she'll invite us over for dinner some night.
You know what?
I'm just kidding.
If she's watching, she probably will.
Good story. Well, after a